So, to Robert's recipe for poor man's bean soup, which I suppose these days is also poor woman's bean soup. It's a terrific, inexpensive dish and uses a rather surprising ingredient. More of that later. But first, to the beans. Robert uses two varieties of bean, borlotti, which he uses fresh, about 500 grams, and a kilo of dried cannellini, which are first soaked in lots of cold water, preferably overnight. Then they're drained, put into a pot with fresh water, and cooked until soft, about 40 minutes. While they're cooking, some vegetables are quietly sweated with some olive oil, that great collection of goodies, carrots, onions, preferably red Spanish onions, a couple of sticks of celery chopped, garlic, to your taste really, but Robert uses a whole bulb peeled, some silverbeet and some Italian parsley, both chopped, stirred up, and then sweated with the lid on. Now, 3/4 of the cooked cannellini beans are mashed, reserving the rest for garnish. To the surprise ingredient, it's bread. The crusts are removed from a substantial loaf, and it's broken into water and soaked until it becomes mushy, porridge-like. Now to make up the soup. Into the large pot with vegetables goes the mashed beans, the porridgey bread, the fresh borlotti beans, and the pulp of 2 cans, large ones, of tomatoes. The addition of the rind of parmesan cheese, perhaps another surprise ingredient. The whole mixture is then covered with water. The pot is covered and it's put in the oven, about 180 degrees C, for about 2 to 2.5 hours. Degree of difficulty, low. Time taken, well, preparation time's about 30 minutes, but worth every one of them. Leftover potential, keeps well for several days in the refrigerator. Time to serve, and onto a warm plate go ladles of the hearty soup, a little parmesan cheese, a sprinkling of parsley. Robert recommends a little dribble of olive oil, and I'd recommend a Cabernet Merlot to go with it. From Consuming Passions, for now.